Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight, after the struggle that I had in the GK, I needed a little bit of a respite. A little break from just sheer unadulterated frustration. So here we are in the Ohio, one of the best ships in the game currently. So we're on Haven. We're going to push off to the left side, and we're just going to have us a good time. You guys ready to have a good time? I hope you guys had a great weekend. By the way, welcome to the channel. If it's the first time you've joined us, make sure you punch that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I upload daily World of Warships Legends content every single day. That's what daily means, in case you didn't know. Anyway, I don't only just do World of Warships Legends. I got a lot of other playthroughs currently going on as well. I've got Ultimate Admirals that just did another stream of it last night, every Sunday. I've been streaming some baseball lately. I've been streaming Ark Survival Ascended. So there's a lot of stuff out there. If you guys are interested, if you guys want something to just have a good time, sit back, relax, enjoy listening to me scream like a little girl every time I get attacked out of nowhere, then highly recommend you check it out. If you're more interested in the rage game side of things, check out my MLB stream, because that game royally pisses me off. But I digress. We're here. We're going to be into some ships. We're going to go around the left side, and we're going to have a good time. I stress that. A good time, guys. I know. It's crazy. I didn't know that you were allowed to have a good time in World of Warships. Oh, my God. Hello, Ohio. Oh, it didn't fire all the guns. Why? Why is that a thing? It's fine. It's fine. We'll get him, I'm sure, right? We got 6,000 damage on the one shell that hit him, so we'll take it. Now, we go dark initially. He goes dark, of course. We get one more gun out because, you know, that's how this game works. Can't fire the guns all at the same time. That'd be crazy. Why does it have to be a double tap instead of just giving us an ability to give me a pulse out? I know. It's crazy. But we take a pretty nasty hit from that Ohio who was not too happy with us shooting at him. Shocker. But we're going to push towards, we have a destroyer right off our bow. We're going to push towards him and utilize him as, you know, teammate. I know, it's crazy. Gross occur first, not paying any attention to who has his broadside, comes out full broadside, and we get a free shot because he was not in a position to spot us when we took the shot. So, huge hit on him, taking a good chunk off, 5 penetrations. 3 of them were overpins, 2 full. Jutland is there. Our friendly Daring is going full ham. Our cruiser here is radaring the Jutland, and yeah, they're murdering this poor little Jutland. And by poor little Jutland, I mean it's a Jutland on the enemy team, so fair play. Get rid of him. Me, on the other hand, I'm going to try to get rid of this gross occur first. Now, I fire my guns and immediately start turning in. Why is that? Why do I start turning immediately? Because I'm anticipating somebody shooting back at me. I know it's a crazy thought, but believe it or not, it is a thing. Down goes their Jutland. The Brisbane now gets himself spotted, and I am salivating, but unfortunately, I am broadside to the GK, though we are turned in. Hopefully, he shoots over us, and he does, and then gets GK salvo, so 1 shell falls short. But most of those shells went long, meaning he aimed too high because we turned under them. It's crazy. Even in a battleship as big as the Ohio, at range, you can still dodge enemy shells. It's crazy. You should try it sometime. Change your course. I know it's hard to think about in the heat of battle, but you shouldn't just sail around broadside to God and everybody. Doesn't end well most of the time. We take a shot at the Shima here, hoping to help finish him off, because the last thing we need is another Shima running around. But unfortunately, he slows down, turns towards the island, and that keeps us from hitting him. Unfortunate. But GK has taken an absolute beating. Up to this point, we really haven't done anything, but there's not been anything for us to shoot. Fortunately, the Brisbane is about to change that. He's like, yes, I will show up full broadside in front of you. And I'm like, don't mind if I do. Don't let me tell you how to play the game. So we level him out. We take our shot. We've led him. It looks solid. And unfortunately, he's going to speed up and get out of the way. All right. This is the part where I talk about tendencies, folks. What are tendencies? Tendencies are what you tend to do in a given moment, under a given stress, or any situation really. Tendencies can be anything that you tend to do. That is what tend means, right? You tend to do something. You have a tendency. It's in the name. But anyway, tendencies in relation to World of Warships is when you come up against a player and they do something in particular. In this case, we shot at him, he sped up and turned away. Keep that in mind. Are we going to keep firing blindly at him, hoping that he messes up? Maybe, but probably not. Instead, I want him to make a mistake. How do I do that? I don't shoot at him. Why does that make him make a mistake? Well, because now he assumes he's safe, he changes course to keep himself in a position to help his team, and because of that, I'm in a position to counter him. Now, in this case, he slows down and turns towards me. So the guy is clearly paying attention to when other people shoot at him, right? Makes sense. The guy clearly has a good handle on situational awareness and is doing whatever he can to dodge. However, we've already seen him dodge twice. So now we can anticipate what he's going to do here and just give him a little bit of extra time. We shorten our lead because we expect him to slow down here. He was going full throttle, and this time he's not nearly as lucky. Okay? Sometimes you're gonna miss shots, but if you can use those missed shots to learn something about your opponent, you can use that against them in consecutive shots. Okay? It's all about learning who your opponent is and what their tendencies are. In this case, at this point, he's way too close to really dodge anything. He's done for. He's very lucky to just not be outright dev struck. But I think that goes more towards me aiming a little too high, hoping that he would turn away there, and he just realizes that he's screwed, so he doesn't do that. And so instead of getting what I thought I was going to get, I end up getting nothing or just a bunch of overpens. But at this point, he turns away. He has no chance to dodge. We do manage to avoid all of the torpedoes, and then we get absolutely ruled by RNGesus. RNGesus says, you know what, screw you in particular. You didn't sacrifice your baby carrots today. You don't pass go. You don't collect $200, and the Brisbane gets to survive. Just long enough to continue to be a problem by turning full broadside the other direction. Now, I wonder what a Brisbane with 8 torpedoes per side, who already launched torps off of one side, would be doing by turning broadside the other direction, folks. It isn't rocket science, is it? Now, the question is, does this man understand that I already know that he's going to be torping, and did he torp correctly? Or am I going to do something incredibly stupid by turning back into the torpedo's path, despite knowing that the torpedoes are coming? These are the questions that nobody knows the answer to, and of course we get the Pitadel. Fortunately, I did make an adjustment right at the beginning of that, when he initially went broadside, that saves me from taking torpedoes. Shocker. It's almost like we knew he was torpedoing. Crazy concept, folks. But we get one set of guns away on the broadside of the Stalingrad, and if you've ever been caught broadside in a Stalingrad, you know how that's going to end. And that is devastation. Unless, of course, I just flat out get this worst RNG on the planet. However, the RNG that I didn't get on the front guns, I got all of on the rear guns because I definitely Citadel'd the Yama, taking most of his hit points. And now we've got the front guns ready. I kind of jerked the controller a little bit here, so kind of screwed up this shot, even though it's pretty accurate, and we're going to get some hits because, I mean, it's a goddamn Yamato. It's kind of hard to miss, especially when they're broadside at medium range, you know. But is what it is. You can't win them all. Sometimes you're just going to miss, folks. Mino, however, pushes forward, gets himself killed. We have a main pushing towards us that we're going to have to keep an eye on. And we have the Stalingrad that we reached out and touched earlier. Now, this Stalingrad, I mean, dude, I guess some people just got it different, you know? That makes sense. Like, we all know, we all grew up in the same world, different parts of the world, and different, very different situations, depending on where you grew up and how much you have or don't have. But we all understand that some people just got it different, right? If you don't, then welcome to the real world you're about to find out. If you're just getting out of high school and you think that high school is the worst thing on the planet and you're about to get out into the real world, you're about to find out that some people just got it different, okay? It ain't nothing bad. It just means that you got to work a little bit harder than some folks. That's all it is. Okay? Simple as that. Wish all y'all out there that are about to graduate high school the best, and just learn very quickly that you don't know everything. I know, crazy concept. You just got out of high school. You ain't done nothing really in your life. So you don't know everything. Crazy concept. But you get out there, you work your butt off, and you can get whatever you want. It's just that simple. Okay? Put in the work, put in the effort, and you get rewarded. Some people more than others. Just the way life goes. But I'm basically filling time. I do wish you guys the best. But this Stalingrad, what I was getting at is this Stalingrad got it different, okay? If I was broadside in that fucking Stalingrad right now, the very first time anybody looked at me with any armor piercing, I'd be dead. That's just how it goes, okay? Some people got it different. It's just the way it is. And he gets away with it. Again, 3 overpins on a Stalingrad. That time, he's behind the island, couldn't really lead him properly, so probably landed a little bit aft of the Citadel. But the Citadel of the Stalingrad is absolutely massive. And there's only a matter of time before the Stalingrad finally makes the mistake, which is just fully committing to coming out and being broadside to me. You can only rely on being different for so long. Sometimes, life gonna come back and bite you. This is a perfect example. Finally, the Rock has come back to Ohio. But no, we take him down, finishing the game with 207,000 damage, 3K base, top of the leaderboard. Just a fun game in the Ohio. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. Are you about to graduate high school? Did you graduate high school 50 years ago? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.